chickens are going crazy today. Gosh. Hi, I'm Christina from Kempton Farms Artisan Bakery. If you are a home baker, a microbakery owner, or someone dreaming about turning baking into something more, I just want to say you're safe here because this channel isn't about perfection. It's not about pressure or pretending things are easy. It's about real baking, real business, and real conversation. So if that's your vibe, subscribe and follow along, because today we're clearing the air on some things that honestly don't get talked about nearly enough. And I have a few questions that I want to tackle today. Okay, question one, why does running a microbakery feel so overwhelming? Because it is, and no one should feel ashamed about admitting that. It is so overwhelming. You're not just baking, you're managing orders, tracking inventory, pricing, scheduling, shopping, cleaning, let's go, marketing, responding to messages. That takes a long time, problem solving constantly, and most microbakers are doing this alone, might add, usually while juggling jobs. I work full-time, kids, family life in general. Overwhelm isn't failure, right? It's life. So it's completely normal response to wear 12 different hats at once. That's just how it goes. So why do so many bakers feel like they're behind? And I get this a lot because social media distorts reality, right? So you're comparing your beginning to someone else's middle or even their highlight reel. You're not getting the whole picture. So you're not seeing their years of trial and error, their financial risk, their burnout seasons, their slow growth. You just see polished success, really. You're seeing the best part of everything. And that creates this false timeline that I should be further, I should be doing more, I should be bigger by now. Where are my people? It follows consistency, and growth doesn't follow a viral clock. Does that make sense? It follows consistency and capacity. So don't forget that. Is burnout inevitable in this industry? No, but it's common when boundaries are missing. Burnout usually isn't caused by like the baking itself. It's caused by overcommitting, underpricing, overextending, trying to scale too fast. That's what I did. Ignoring exhaustion. So passion without limits becomes depletion, and depletion eventually steals your joy, and that really needs to be protected. Why do bakers struggle so much with pricing confidence? Because it's personal. It feels like you're assigning a value to something that you created, and that can feel very vulnerable. But pricing is not self-worth, right? Pricing is math plus sustainability plus business structure. Confidence doesn't come from feeling ready. It comes from understanding your numbers. So I base things off of facts and numbers and values. Oh, my chicken. Every time. Goodness. Do you think competition is hurting microbakers? I think comparison is. There's room at the table for everybody. So competition can be healthy. Comparison is corrosive. Okay, it's toxic because instead of asking what works for my business, bakers start asking, why are they doing it better? Why are their prices higher? Why do they sell out faster? Different businesses, different models, right? Different audiences, different capacity. So there's room for everybody. Hush, chicken. Well, I hope you can hear me behind all of that clucking, these girls. My goodness. Okay, what actually builds a sustainable microbakery? Not hustle, I'll tell you that. Not constant growth pressure, but clear pricing, capacity limits, repeatable systems. That's so important. Realistic menus, rest. People, I feel like that is the last thing on the list, on people's list, is they forget to rest. And consistency. So sustainability is built quietly just through structure itself. Hold on. Hey. What is going on in here? Hey, get down. Goodness. Rosie, little Miss Nosy Rosie, that's how she got her name. Ugh. She's such a bossy girl sometimes, I tell you. Okay. Is slow growth a bad sign? Absolutely not. Please hear me when I say this. Slow growth is often stable growth. You need to find your people. Fast growth without system creates chaos around every corner. Slow growth is going to allow skill refinement, workflow improvement, pricing adjustments, customer relationship building. And that is the secret sauce, is just have a relationship with your community. So slow isn't failing, slow is often strengthening. What should new bakers focus on first? Clarity over expansion. Before adding products, scaling, or chasing trends, nail your core products, understand your costs, build repeatable processes, learn your capacity. Complexity too early creates stress very quickly and way too early. How do you protect your joy while running a bakery? If you know me, you know this is so important because I always say, don't let things steal your joy. So your joy, my joy, is precious. And you're gonna protect it by protecting your boundaries. It's okay to say no. Limiting output, pricing correctly, resting, okay? I can't mention how important rest is. And not letting the algorithm run your life, because joy, it's a business asset. It's not a luxury. What do you want bakers to truly understand? And I think I get this from my family and people really close to me. I get this asked from people that know me really well. I get asked this a lot. So I want people to understand that, well, I guess I want you to understand that you're not behind. You're not failing. You're not less than because your journey looks different than mine or looks different from your neighbor. Building something from home is brave. It's layered, emotional, it's non-linear. And you deserve sustainability as much as success. And if you needed this reminder today, take it. You're doing something hard, and I see you. You're creating something creative, something that requires courage, and most people never tap into that. So if this resonated with you, tell me below. I genuinely love hearing from your experiences. And if you're building something on your own, subscribe and stay a while, because we're having more honest conversations like this more often. Take care, guys. Well, you're feeling better. Take care, guys.